Joining it in the first over, New Zealand 1 without loss, and Wasim Akram's bowling to Horn.
Good delivery. And this is a test for Matthew Horn. He's not been in great form so far.
Well, you just sense that Horn here, looking for the ball perhaps to come back into him. And it just held its line. He almost beaten with a bit of pace as well there.
And again, Chancellor caught behind.
Definitely a sound. KT, I think, indicated that he thought that it bat against pad.
So here he is, Shoaib Akhtar. He's into bowl to Astle. Good delivery, and he's gone. Shoaib makes the breakthrough, and another failure for Nathan Astle. Bad start from New Zealand, and Shoaib has been right on target in his first over.
Well, poor old Nathan Astle, his run of poor form, not a big mistake, is it? He's just pushing towards the line of the ball. I've got a feeling it may just have left the right-hander a shade, and he's just nibbled it through to Moin Khan. Craig McMillan now is going to have to come out and somehow resurrect this New Zealand innings that really they needed to get a good start. When you're chasing totals of 260 odd, you need to get away, not lose too many wickets.
And he's away, first ball. Goes for one, and he comes back quickly for two. Saqlain Mushtaq doing the fielding down at third man. So a good first over from Shoaib. He makes the breakthrough, 4 for 1 after 2. Matthew Horn to take strike from Shoaib for the first time. What a good start from Shoaib to Horn.
There's not much you can do with these. See it move from the pitch, and Horn, let's give him the benefit. Just drop the wrists.
Oh, and he's so nearly played on.
Once again, if you don't get your back lift up early enough and you're looking to attack suddenly and you supply power with the bottom hand, that's what results. One batsman in the New Zealand order who will play strokes is McMillan.
And there he goes. Over the top. Didn't quite go where he intended, but he's going to pick up for the first boundary of the New Zealand innings. Shoaib to Horn. And that's out. Moin Khan with the catch. And another disappointment for Matthew Horn.
Well, there it again has just left the right-hander, and Horn, who's been so circumspect about the position of his off stump, has just nibbled at this again, and Moin Khan again into action. Horn out for 1 of 20 deliveries, New Zealand 12 for 2.
The new batsman is the New Zealand captain, Stephen Fleming, and he's got a big job to do, much depending on him. Well, that might have saved him, the no ball. There was a few behind the stumps there that really would have gone up if that hadn't have been a no ball.
Well, the question here is, has it pitched in line with the stumps? Yes, it does. That looks pretty straight. The question of height, well, I think looks all right too. Saved by the no ball.
Shoaib to Fleming. Lovely shot. Through mid-wicket. That might well be 4. It's a big chase. They might well run 4. Shahid Afridi's after it. They've gone for 3. They think about 4. Hesitation. Well, perhaps they should have got 4, but they got 3.
Bit of encouragement.
Oh, and that was nearly the third wicket for Pakistan. A third slit would have snaffled that, but as it was 4 to the New Zealand score. Well, that's a good riposte from Craig McMillan.
Not much of a backlift, but very powerful hitter of the ball. Uses a very heavy bat.
Well, that's a complete mishit, and off goes Craig McMillan, wondering what on earth that ball was. Just chipping a really simple catch to mid-on, totally baffled by yet another of Wasim Akram's boxer tricks.
Well, here, I don't know what he's trying to do. It was a sort of nothing shot. Maybe because the ball came back into him. He was looking to cut it, the ball came back to him, and all he did was sort of just play a nothing shot. I think he'd be very disappointed with that.
Roger Toos comes in with New Zealand 35 for 3. Akram to Toos. That's close. Did it swing enough though to hit? Katie Francis says no.
Here's Wasim, a loud LBW shout. Might have been missing leg stump. The angle was such, it didn't really come back enough to get that LBW.
Hazard bowling to Stephen Fleming. It's a good shot from Stephen Fleming, who's really looked the only batsman of the New Zealanders to be able to handle this Pakistan attack. And it's his second boundary. Mahmood to Toos. And that single brings up the 50 for New Zealand. That's a good shot from Roger Toos. Consummate ease, he's put that away for 4. Beautifully done.
Powerful hitter off the ball, Roger Toos. We saw him playing similar shots against Australia. Very powerfully struck, straight with the spin. Great shot.
Katie Francis has elected to award Roger Toos a 6 for that shot.
That's a good shot. Beat the man at mid-wicket and was wide of mid-on as well. Sherbakhtar's after it. And they come back for 3. They think of 4 there. The throw was wild.
Nicely placed by Fleming there. Sherbakhtar chasing it, the batsman run for a comfortable 3. Toos looking to hit Siklan.
Catch it! There he goes, and he's out. Straight to mid-wicket.
Toos had to go after Siklan. He realizes the scoring rate is mounting. Goes for a sweep shot from outside the off stump. And Siklan again gets a breakthrough. Just watch it. He's swept him from outside the off stump straight to Inzamam at short square leg. And that's Siklan giving Pakistan the breakthrough.
Chris Cairns, the new batsman. He did well against Australia. Something similar is required today. Straight to Inzamam. Well, he can't believe it, can he? Well, that innings against Australia was vital. 60, helped them win that game. Azza to Cairns. That's close, and it's out. Rudy Kurtzen raises the finger, and Chris Cairns has gone, and that's big trouble for New Zealand now. 71 for 5, and Chris Cairns, a man who could have won this game for New Zealand, has gone.
It's quite wide on the crease is the only thing. He's got to straighten it from there just for me for angles, but it's just continued on. He's convinced that umpire anyway, and he's the one, of course, who's important about this decision. And Cairns, unfortunately for New Zealand, didn't get underway. Key man. New Zealand 71 for 5.
The new batsman is Adam Perore, the wicketkeeper. He's a useful player, but New Zealand need a little bit more than that. And that's close as well. And he's gone, first ball. Rudy Kurtzen raises the finger again. And it's 71 for 6. And this New Zealand innings is in tatters.
Well, Perore here, it's always difficult first ball, but I've got a feeling that he's done by pace off the pitch, and it's hit him on the back foot. And there's not too much to go there, I think, really. That's hit him in line. And before Christopher Cairns can get his pads off, Perore's beside him again, 71 for 6.
And it's come back a long way. Possibility of an inside edge, certainly the batsman thought so. Azza Mahmood didn't. Chris Harris, he's the new batsman. He's probably sitting with his pads off a few moments ago. So Azza Mahmood on a hat-trick into Chris Harris. Comfortably in behind it. So Shahid Afridi, the new bowler. Leg break bowler, sack lane's off. Starts with a no ball and Fleming gets it through the infield. It's a chase for Shoaib Akhtar, and he's timed that really well. That's 4. In fact, it's 5.
Well, overstepping, as you can see, quite badly there, and the cold hands dragging it down.
Fleming gets that one away nicely. It's going out to the deep mid-wicket boundary. It will be cut off, though. They think about 3 and they come back for it.
The key thing here in the next ones is the run rates. West Indies 0.88, New Zealand 0.42, and that's why they've got to keep batting for 50 overs here. Australia 0.77, they're below them because New Zealand beat Australia. So things are a-cooking.
Well, that's straight through Syed Anwar. So it's the one area of Pakistani's cricket, apart from their running between the wickets, that they're not always terribly competent at. Well, that's straight through. Extra cover, didn't really want to know about that particularly. It's a very long chase down to the deep cover boundary for Azhar. And he didn't manage to have any impact on the ball. And that little push to square leg gives Stephen Fleming a half century off 76 balls. Really the only New Zealand batsman to show any fluency or ability to deal with this fierce Pakistan attack. And that was ferociously struck by Harris. The creaking fielder in Zaman just manages to haul it in.
Well, that's desperation. And this is driven by Fleming to Mushtaq there on the edge of the circle, picks up and throws, and Fleming desperate.
Razak into Harris. Well, New Zealand batting at the moment to improve their net run rate, it would seem, and that will help it. 4-leg byes. The game has been drifting, and Shoaib Akhtar is now back into the attack. Coming back for 2. Shoaib to Fleming. That's a lovely shot. Timed that really well. And that'll improve the net run rate.
Shoaib Akhtar over pitching. And very nicely stroked by Fleming, straight for 4.
And that's out. Straight to mid-wicket.
Azhar gets his 3rd wicket. And Fleming really played a very good knock, but trying to force the pace. Very unlucky to find the only fielder in the infield, and that was Wasim Akram. Yeah, it went straight to Wasim.
Well, Stephen Fleming did his best, but not good enough today for New Zealand. Looking just to improve their net run rate, 154 for 7. Dion Nash, the new batsman.
There's Azhar. Flicked very firmly by Fleming, but unfortunately for him, straight to Wasim Akram. Delighted Azhar, his 3rd wicket in the match.
Saqlain Mushtaq back in the attack. Oh, very nearly a stumping.
Well, that was very interesting. That could easily have been all over for Harris. Here we see him trying to sweep. He slips. He thinks the ball has gone through, goes for a run. No, he was in.
It's quite odd in a way, Jerry, watching a game where you know one side definitely can't win, and yet they're still out there, they're just pushing the ball around, sort of trying to keep up with the mathematical equation.
Well, that's exactly what we're seeing, and it's been a bit strange for Chris Harris there. I thought that last shot of his just sort of summed things up. I mean, at least some of the supporters, they're starting to celebrate already, of course.
Although I noticed they had their back to the game.
Well, Razak bowling round the wicket was a little bit interested, I think, in the leg stump of Dion Nash. And this was just a wee bit lazy of Mohan. Didn't get the feet going. And 4 wides.
.200 comes up for New Zealand in the 49th over, so no realistic hope, obviously, of winning this game, but important for them mathematically to try and stay out there till the end of the innings. Although Chris Harris, in fact, has chipped a catch down to deep square leg, so his vigil ends. He didn't score a boundary in his 42, but he did create a valuable opportunity for New Zealand to perhaps qualify for the second stage.
Well deceived, I think, by length, and also a top spinner from Saclane, so it bounces a little bit more, gets the top edge, can't control the sweep. And Razak positioned there at backward square. And Chris Harris departs. New Zealand 200 for 8.
Gavin Larson comes out just for the last over. A leg bye concludes. It's a race to steal the stumps. The stewards get there first before the Pakistan supporters, and New Zealand have lost by 62 runs.
Well, a desperate start again. Their 4 opening partnerships have been worth 2, 2, 5 and 5. Astle scored just 11 in 4 knocks. A not inconsiderable pick-up in the middle, but as you saw, it petered away at the end. And 38 extras. Will that be the Pakistan team's Achilles heel when the knockout stage is reached? They're 2 mean men in the attack, as forceful as ever. Shoaib Akhtar more disciplined than of late, just a single wide and 4 no balls. But with Saclane and Azhar, they really do have a potent strike force. So 62 runs was the margin at the end. Inzamam, your friend of mine, was man of the match, and Pakistan looking at best like potential finalists.
Now, you started this tournament saying that you were a little bit disappointed that you hadn't had much cricket in English conditions, yet you're playing very, very good cricket at the moment. You look as though you're firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, I think the first game was very important, Paul, because we won that game with very little margin, and that game has given us confidence that we can bat on good tracks, on seaming tracks. And the boys have showed they're hungry for success, and I hope we should be consistent in the future games as well.
Yeah, well, they're going to be future games. You're through now to the Super 6 stage, won all your 4 games that you've played. You must be absolutely delighted with the way the boys are playing.
Yeah, I must give credit. Credit goes to the whole Pakistan team itself, the way they showed their application towards their cause to do well in the World Cup. And of course, today I must say Inzamam and Ijaz played brilliantly once again. Inzamam, they both showed they're world-class players.
After the euphoria of the win over the Australians, your form's just slumped a little bit. You must be disappointed.
Yeah, we're outplayed today. I think Pakistan are playing very well, and they got a good total, and their bowling attack is very good. We tried to, or would have liked to restrict them to 220, 230, but 270 was always going to be tough, and they're playing very well.
Yeah, you've got 1 game left. You've got to go out all guns blazing.
Yeah, it could be an interesting